Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something that might sound completely crazy at first, getting addicted to studying. Yes, you heard that right. The same brain that gets hooked on TikTok scrolling can actually become addicted to cracking open textbooks. Stick with me for the next few minutes and I'll show you exactly how this works, and more importantly, how you can make it work for you. Let me hit you with something mind-blowing right off the bat. Did you know that your brain releases dopamine when you learn something new? That's the same feel-good chemical that floods your system when you get likes on Instagram or beat a difficult level in your favorite game. A fascinating study from the Journal of Neuroscience found that our reward pathways light up like a Christmas tree when we acquire new knowledge. Dr. Martha Burns, who's been studying the neuroscience of learning for decades, puts it this way: the human brain is literally designed to feel pleasure when it solves problems and learns new information. So why doesn't it feel that way when you're staring at your notes at 2 a.m.? That's exactly what we're going to fix today. Number 1, the environment hack. First things first, let's talk about your study space. I used to think I could study anywhere, but guys, the research is crystal clear on this one. Your environment can make or break your study addiction. Picture your favorite streamer's setup. They've got the perfect lighting, the comfortable chair, the ideal temperature. Your study space deserves the same attention. A study from UC Berkeley found that students with consistent, dedicated study environments saw their productivity jump by nearly 40%. Here's what I want you to do. Find a space in your home that you use only for studying. Not for Netflix, not for gaming, not for scrolling, just studying. Your brain will start to associate that space with focus mode. It's like a Pavlovian response. Step into that space, and your brain automatically shifts gears. Natural light is your best friend here. It's been shown to boost alertness by 25%. And temperature matters too. Around 72 degrees Fahrenheit or 22 degrees Celsius is the sweet spot for cognitive performance. Trust me, these small tweaks make a massive difference. Number 2, the dopamine loop that changes everything. Now let's talk about the game changer, creating your own dopamine feedback loop. Have you ever wondered why video games are so addictive? They're masterfully designed to give you small wins constantly. You level up, get new gear, unlock achievements, and each little victory gives you a hit of dopamine. We're going to steal this exact strategy for studying. Stanford researchers found that breaking down study sessions into small, achievable goals can increase dopamine release by up to 30%. That's huge. Here's what this looks like in practice. Instead of saying, "I'm going to study biology for 3 hours," try, "I'm going to master the first 3 concepts of cellular respiration in the next 25 minutes. Then, when you hit that goal, celebrate it. Give yourself a small reward. Maybe it's a 2-minute social media break, a piece of chocolate, or just standing up and doing a victory dance. I started using this technique last semester, and guys, my study time literally doubled without it feeling like a chore. The key is consistency. Your brain starts to crave that satisfaction of checking off goals and getting rewards. Number 3, the social multiplier effect. Let me ask you something. Why do you think workout buddies are so effective? It's because humans are hardwired for social connection and accountability. The same principle applies to studying. Harvard researchers found something incredible. Students who participate in study groups retain about 90% of what they learn, compared to just 60% when studying alone. That's a massive difference. But here's the thing. Not all study groups are created equal. You need people who are as committed as you are. One strategy I found super effective is creating a Discord server with dedicated study channels. You can share resources, hold each other accountable, and even do virtual Pomodoro sessions together. Teaching what you've learned to someone else is another powerful technique. When you explain a concept to a friend, you're not just helping them, you're cementing that knowledge in your own mind. It's called the protege effect, and it's one of the most underutilized study hacks out there. Number 4, tech that transforms your study game. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Isn't technology the reason I can't focus in the first place? And you're not entirely wrong. But here's the thing. The right tech, used the right way, can completely transform your study addiction. A 2022 study by the Digital Learning Institute found that strategic tech integration increased student engagement by 45%. The key word here is strategic. Let me share some game-changing apps that have revolutionized my study routine. Anki or Quizlet for spaced repetition. These apps literally use algorithms to determine when you're about to forget something and prompt you to review it at the perfect time. Forest app for focus. You plant a virtual tree that grows while you study and dies if you leave the app. It sounds simple, but it's surprisingly effective. Notion for organizing your study materials. I've created templates for all my courses and it's changed my life. I'll link my templates in the description below. Study analytics apps like Toggle or Rescue Time, because what gets measured gets improved. Seeing your study hours increase week by week is incredibly motivating. All right, so you're convinced that studying can be addictive. Now, how do you actually implement this? I've got you covered with a step-by-step plan. Week 1, start with just 25-minute focused study sessions using the Pomodoro technique. Do this at the same time every day. Consistency is crucial here. Your brain loves routines. Week 2, develop a pre-study ritual. Maybe it's making a specific tea, putting on study music, or doing a quick 2-minute meditation. This becomes your trigger. Week 3, start tracking your progress. Use a habit tracker app or even just a calendar where you mark off each successful study day. Don't break the chain. Week 4, implement a reward system. For every 10 hours of quality study time, give yourself something meaningful. Maybe it's an episode of your favorite show or that game you've been wanting to play. By week 6, you'll notice something incredible. Studying will start to feel like a natural part of your day. You might even find yourself looking forward to it. That's when you know the addiction is taking hold. Before we wrap up, let me warn you about some pitfalls I've seen too many students fall into. First, don't start too big. I see this all the time. Someone decides to study 8 hours a day from day 1, burns out by day 3, and gives up entirely. Remember, we're building an addiction here, not preparing for a cramming session. Second, inconsistent scheduling is a killer. Your brain craves routine. Studying 3 hours on Monday, skipping Tuesday, and then trying again on Wednesday is like trying to get fit by going to the gym randomly. Third, environment control is non-negotiable. If you're trying to study with notifications pinging every 2 minutes, you're fighting a losing battle. Put your phone in another room if you have to. Finally, don't neglect rest. Quality breaks are as important as quality study time. The research on this is clear. Your brain needs time to consolidate information. I use a 5-minute break for every 25 minutes of studying, and a longer 30-minute break after 4 study sessions. Here's something powerful to consider. MIT researchers have found that it takes about 66 days to form a new habit. That might sound like a long time, but think about it. 2 months of consistent effort for a lifetime of improved learning ability. That's an incredible return on investment. During this period, your brain is literally rewiring itself. New neural pathways are forming that make studying feel more natural and rewarding. The initial resistance phase typically lasts about 3 weeks. Push through this, and you're golden. A University of Michigan study tracked students who maintained their study habits for more than 6 months. The results were mind-blowing. Not only did their grades improve, but they also showed better cognitive function, improved stress management, and higher overall life satisfaction. Studying literally made their lives better in multiple ways. So, where do you go from here? I want you to start small. Today, after this video, choose just one aspect of what we've discussed and implement it. Maybe it's creating a dedicated study space. Maybe it's trying the Pomodoro technique. Maybe it's joining an online study group. Take that first step and then come back to the comments and let me know how it went. I'll be responding and helping you troubleshoot any challenges you face. Remember, getting addicted to studying isn't about becoming a workaholic or a perfectionist. It's about rewiring your brain to find genuine pleasure in learning, the same way it finds pleasure in social media, games, or your favorite shows. This is one addiction that will serve you for the rest of your life. It will open doors, create opportunities, and transform how you see the world. And the best part? You can start right now. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more evidence-based study strategies. Until next time, happy studying. And remember, your brain is designed to love learning. You just need to remind it.